Welcome back for the third part of this tutorial series on creating our picnic scene. We are coming along in creating the assets for our scene. In past tutorials we covered first creating the picnic table and then creating the grass. In this tutorial we are revisiting the picnic table as we model a glass and give it a realistic material. So if you are following along and have saved files, go ahead and open up your picnic table file. If you want to start following along, the playlist will be in the description. Let's get into it. Okay, so here we are back with our table, and we're going to model a simple cup first. So just go into front view, and we're just going to add in a cylinder, just bring it up, and we're going to scale it down a lot. Something like that, and then tab into edit mode. I'm just going to scale along the z-axis a little bit, and then hit slash so we can just view this object, and I'm just going to select this bottom face, hit slash again, and I'm just going to scale that down so it's kind of in a cup shape like that. I'm still thinking this is a little bit big, so just scale it down a little bit more, bring it down towards the table. Tab into edit mode. I'm just going to delete this top face, and then let's solidify it. So add a modifier, solidify, and I'm going to set it to 0.15, and then we're also going to shade this smooth. Go to object data tab, and then auto smooth. Back in modifiers, let's just collapse this, solidify, and add in a bevel and segments to 5, and we can change limit method to angle. I'm just going to turn down the bevel. Oops, that's segments. Turn down the offset a little bit like that. Looks great. Okay, let's make some liquid to go inside the glass. So Shift D, duplicate the glass, right click, snap it back, and then what we're going to do is actually apply the solidify modifier on this. And then tab into edit mode, 3, alt click these outer faces, and then X and delete vertices, so we just have these inner faces left. We can if we go into 2 for edge select, select this top ring and fill it. And then go into front view. Front view, and let's select this top face. Front view, and then Alt Z, and then double tap G, and we can just change the height of the liquid. I'm going to set it to something like this. Okay. This is looking great so far. So the next thing we're just going to do is start some shading. So let's go into the shading workspace, and let's add a new material for this outer cup. So call it glass, and we can delete this principal BSDF, add in a glass BSDF, and plug that into the surface. Now let's change some settings to make the glass look good. So check screen space reflections. Might take a second, and then check refraction as well. Okay, and then one more thing in material settings, we're going to change blend mode to alpha hashed and check screen space refraction here. And right away you can see that it's working a lot better. But in order to make it even more realistic, and I'm taking the rest of this from a post on blenderartist.org by Eric Klein, and he has made some glass materials, as you can see here. And what he's figured out is that you can add in a glossy BSDF, and if we mix those using a mix shader, we can make it look a little bit more realistic. So plug those into the mix shader, and then turn down the roughness on the glossy BSDF to 0 there. And then we're going to mix these together using a Fresnel. By the way, that post on Blender Artist will be in the description, so check that out if you are interested. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is turn up the IOR on the Fresnel, something like that. And by the way, IOR stands for index of refraction. Then on the glass, I'm going to turn down the IOR. I'm going to put it at something like 0.05. And unless, actually, sorry, I want to put it at 0.95. Okay. So this is all looking pretty good. I might turn up the IOR on the Fresnel a little bit more. And maybe actually turn up the IOR on the glass a little bit more as well. So like 0.99. Okay, so that's all for this tutorial. We've just made a simple glass shader, and we'll do some more shading for the rest of our scene in the final tutorial, and I'll see you then. I hope you learned about creating a glass material in Blender Eevee. We are getting close to the end of the series, so stay tuned for more videos soon. Thanks for watching.